think he's still going to be under 20 touchdowns. The T.O.'s dinged up anyway. And I never thought he looked that good. And Power says, yeah, but Quinn lost to Winslow. I know, well, yeah, I know. But he still has Braylon Edwards. And to me, I think Quinn looks better. I think he just looks like a better quarterback. You know, you have two quarterbacks, both on crap teams with minimal options. I go with Brady Quinn. Yeah. Could have had Stallworth, but whoops. Yeah. Whoops. What's happening? Okay, my phone's dying. Yeah, and I hate Lee Evans, just to put that out there. I always have, always will. He did me wrong a few years ago in fantasy football, and I've always hated him. Mike wants me to comment on his playoff picks. He says AFC, Cincinnati, Pitt, Chiefs, Patriots, Texans, Colts. Yeah, boy, Cincinnati and the Chiefs are no chance. I'll just throw that out there. No chance on either one of those teams. NFC, Bears, Vikings, Niners, Eagles, Panthers, Saints. That's a little more doable. You know, no, they don't have a chance, dude. Sorry, Mike, they don't. They don't. Neither one of those teams do. Cincinnati probably has a better chance than Kansas City. But even them, even Cincinnati, I mean, there's no way. There's no way. There's just no way. Texans could. Yeah, Mark agrees, and I agree too. Texans could. The Texans are pretty well put together. Their defense is even getting, but they actually have maybe the top defensive player in the league in Mario Williams. I mean, honestly, they're really coming together and being a good team. So, I don't give up on Houston, but, man, you should let go of that Cincinnati and KC dream right now. What about one other thing I wanted to talk about before I got into the fantasy football face punch, and it's like 10 right now. So, I don't know if Miss Lisa's going to show up and kick me off pretty soon. She usually does, but I'll still be going here on ericpedigo.com, so whatever happens, happens. I want to talk a little bit about the Ben Roethlisberger rape case. And I know we've talked about these kind of things before, and there's not really... oh, okay, Miss Lisa is here. No, you just, whenever you want, hop in. I'm going to keep talking for a while, but, it's cool. I don't want to cut into your time. I mean, I got going late. That was my fault. But Ben Roethlisberger, I'm kind of watching and following this and listening, and there's a girl that says that he raped her over a year ago. She never said anything to anybody until now. She comes out with it. She doesn't file like a lawsuit against him, but it's a civil suit. So, and I mean, the whole thing's crazy. And then I think that that just now, her and her attorney have come up with, listen, we will drop the civil suit, and we will drop everything if you just admit to raping her and tell her sorry. I promise. This is all true. Apologize, and then donate $100,000 to like the Battered Women's Fund or something. And on the surface, it looks like, oh well, this girl must be telling the truth because she's not just searching for money. Obviously, she's willing to just forego all this money if he just admits what he did was wrong and donates, $100,000 to battered women. So on the surface, that's what it looks like. But if you look a little bit deeper, to me, I think she's just trying to save face there at the end. Trying to, I think that her and her attorney realize that they don't have a case. From what I understand, Roethlisberger has some text messages from this girl from after the alleged incident. They're like, I want to see you again, and all sweet. And typically, you don't talk that way to someone who has raped you. And listen, and I've said this before when I talk about athletes or celebrities with rape cases, you better be able to prove without any sort of question. I mean, with any, you better be able to 100%. I mean, you might as well have to have a videotape and fingerprints, because there are just so many crazy women out there trying to get money from athletes. I mean, believe it or not, there are, and it's like a fad that started with the Mike Tyson thing. Now look at it. 30 years ago, Will Chamberlain slept with over 20,000 girls. Women, girls, whatever. No rape charges. Why? Because when you're a celebrity, you don't need to rape people. I mean, I'm sorry, but Will Chamberlain had like a line of women waiting to have sex with him. Why would he go rape someone? I mean, and it's the same. That hasn't changed. That aspect hasn't changed for athletes and celebrities. They have their pick. I mean, they can walk into a room and they can literally have their pick. They don't need to rape people. But it's this fad that's been, reoccurring, and there's a few every year, just alleged rape cases, and now it's to the point, and it's sad for today's athletes. They can't even cash in on one of the main perks, I guess, of being an athlete is random casual sex with a lot of people. They can't do that. They have to be careful. You can't do that anymore. Because let's say Ben Roethlisberger sleeps with 50 girls a year. All right, that's not unheard of. He might. He's a single guy. He's in his early 20s, early to mid 20s. Super famous. He's got 2 Super Bowl rings. This guy, I'm saying 50, and that's probably a low number, but it just takes one. It just takes one nutty girl. And come on, most of us can probably count at least 15 crazy girls that we know. Right? It just takes one random, nutty, crazy girl out of the, we'll say 50, that he sleeps with in a year to make it a front page story, a big headline, Ben Roethlisberger rape charges. Because that's all they have to do. They just have to say it. Hey, he raped me. And then bam, it blows up. It's all over the place. So, I mean, if you're an athlete today, a famous athlete today, you gotta not, I guess. You gotta not just sleep with random strangers. And I don't know. I don't know how else to protect yourself from this kind of stuff. But, I just don't understand. What do these girls think they're getting into? Right? When they go to a hotel room with an athlete that they don't really know. But what do they think they're going there for? Good conversation, maybe some political chatter. I mean, what? Really, I'm boggled on this. Why does this even still happen? I mean, to me, I would say just throw all these cases out. Okay. Mike says he opened up Sports Illustrated preview and they have Patriots 30 and Bears 27. Please defend that or call Peter King an idiot. What, in the Super Bowl? Pats 30, Bears 27, Super Bowl, is that right? I don't know about that. I mean, I like the Bears this year. I really do. And that's not totally far-fetched. Those are 2 teams that could make it. Those are 2 teams that could do it. I have a hard time believing that if the Bears were to make it to the Super Bowl and play the Patriots, that they would hang 27. I don't think that could happen. But, I mean, they could make it. Listen, here's the deal with the Bears. And here's what you have to remember and keep in mind. The Bears won 9 teams last year. Oh, sorry. No, the Power, I didn't. I'll answer that here in just a second. The Bears won 9 games last year. All right, and that was with a much tougher schedule, and that was with Kyle Orton as their starting quarterback. Listen, Kyle Orton is not a starting quarterback. You shouldn't know who Kyle Orton is. If it wasn't for Chicago, you wouldn't know who Kyle Orton is.